You probably know our next guest as that P90X guy. His name is Tony Horton. He's writing books, helping our troops, all-around good guy.
Yeah, have you heard of P90X? It's this workout that they say is just brutal, but it works. It's so successful that the Department of Defense has enlisted his help.
Wow, Jen is with him right now. Jenny.
Good morning. We're in Lafayette Hill, and yeah, you know that you've got something good on your hands if the Department of Defense rings you up and says, "Hey, Tony, we used to be the master of Gimme 20, but now we want to use your DVDs." Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm terrific. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. It's great to be here.
All right, so here's the thing. I say it like it is. I call it like I see it.
I noticed that. Yes.
The military has to call you. I think of them as the ultimate jumping jack machine, the ultimate, push-up learning exercise, but you say they needed a little bit of your help.
Well, times are changing. We're not infantry out there in the field hiding behind tanks, fighting big armies. Things have changed. It's all gone guerrillas, right? So, back in the old days, it was X amount of push-ups and sit-ups and a 5-mile run. A lot of the military, they're using P90X. They're buying it on their own. So we're going to D.C. and the Department of Defense, and we're saying, look, they're coming to us, actually. We're having these meetings and saying, the military has changed, the dynamics of war has changed, and we need guys strong and ready, ripped and ready down range. So it's not, there's more core exercises, and so what we're trying to do is, because, right now in the military, if you're out of shape, and you're trying to get in shape to pass your PT test, you have a piece of paper with a stick figure and some writing on it, right? Oh, yeah, that's going to motivate me.
Right.
That's why they're buying P90X, because they get to watch the DVDs and just follow along. And the thing works because it's dynamic. These are skill-based routines. It's not just, running and sit-ups. It's much more than that.
So basically, we have some images that people are seeing from the Armed Services Entertainment Network. They sent them to us.
Yes.
You went to Italy, and you actually saw those guys, and I understand their reaction was like, woohoo, help me more. Because, as you were saying, a lot of these guys and women, they're reservists. So they're like a dentist during the day. They get called up, and they have to be in superhero form.
Yeah, absolutely. It all started at Andrews Air Force Base. Colonel Shepro, who's now a general, actually, he was a big fan. He had P90X in Balad, and he said, look, when he got moved to Andrews, he started having P90X classes. They're projecting it up on the wall, and there's 300 of them at once, doing P90X. And so from that, Armed Forces Entertainment said, hey, look, I had a yoga retreat, said, let's go to Italy, and we were at Aviano and Vicenza and another base too. So it was a great opportunity, and it was just great working with folks.
All morning long, you're going to be with us. People can go to my Facebook, ask you personal questions, and you may answer them.
Personal questions.
There are people who don't even know what P90X is.
What? That's crazy.
I know, it's nutty.
I don't know
It's like a super $1 million selling set of DVDs of videos where you kind of use. He's looking at me like, I hope she gets this right.
Yeah, let's see if she gets this right.
Muscle confusion. One day you're doing yoga. The next day you're doing cardio. One day you're doing like Kempo karate. And then the next day you're doing all Pilates.
What was that again? Can I see that? That was good.
And so basically your muscles are all confused, your body. Your brain is motivated.
Not confused, though. Your brain is not confused while your body is. That's the beauty of P90X.
Your brain is happy because you're not on a treadmill like a rat going to Kansas City all day, right?
Not good.
Okay, so coming up at 8:40, we're going to have a lady here. And she is a personal trainer, lives in the suburbs, and she actually sends her clients to P90X if they're traveling. So again, go to Facebook, and we're going to get all crazy nutty and see the videos in our next segment. Mike